going? Are we? Did we make it? Are we here? Blind, can you hear me? Hello? Are we good? Is this good? You good? I'm good. You good? Are we good? Hopefully we're good. Some old 90s pop. Right the frick. How are yous? Everybody's favorite good guy. Tie-tie. Superman. Ooh, that was a fast one, wasn't it? I know, that damn lamp. I know. Can you hear me okay, Blind? You here? You good? Talk to me, man. Quality okay? I mean, it's going to buffer for a little bit, I'm sure. All right. So, going to do some clicking around just to make sure. Seriously, can you hear me? Are we good? Somebody, anybody? Are we okay? I know the quality is going to be probably shit here for a minute. Just give me a second. Gonna do that clicking around thing. I'm just gonna put up the link for everybody to say, well, I'm here. So this way we're here and we can all hang out. I have to get rid of a couple things. I really need to update my shit. I really do. Facebook, go away. Just go away. There we go. Hold on. I am so sorry. Bear with me 1 second here. Everybody hear me okay? Everybody good? Can you hear me? Blind says, I do love the very crisp, fantastic Superman imagery. Sweet. I'm glad you do. Yeah, brother, I was typing. It's good. Okay, no, I didn't mean to pressure you there, man. I was just making sure. That's all. You know me. Hey, oh, there's baby girl. Link posted. You know, I really hate crack books sometimes for a lot of different reasons. This is one of them. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. Like that. And then like this. Pardon me a second. I'll be right with you. And we're on. Hopefully that worked. Yes, it did. Good. That's what I like to see. Okay. Awesome. You guys are great, man. All right, here we go. How are you? How are you? Here we are. Pinkies up. That's a really heavy fresh cup of shut the fuck up right there. Pinkies up, winky, and clinky. Love you guys. Another live show. Because, why not? Because. And, oh, baby girl. Hi, baby. How you doing? Blind says, brother, are you all right? Your eyes are very dark. I know. I get that a lot. No, I'm good. I'm more than good, actually. I get that a lot. The raccoon eyes. Ask baby girl. She knows. I show up to Mom and I watching. Hi. Lorelai, you're amazing. Thank you. And Isaac, I mean, it kind of goes without saying, you're like the attachment to the left side of my hip because, well, I'm sorry, my guitar player Jimmy's got the right. We've already been through that. Love you guys, man. Yeah, so I always it's permanent. I have permanent raccoon eyes. I don't know what it is. You know, it's Nosferatu looking motherfucker. I don't know. You know, when I used to wear makeup, it still poked through the makeup. I don't know why. It's just I always had dark circles, man. Plus, I'm getting old, man. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. A frozen spoon bowl pressed into your eye sockets? That's a new one. Yeah, okay. So, what are you trying to say, Blind? What are you trying to say, man? No, I don't know, man. Ever since I was a kid, my eyes have always been sunk in my head. I don't know. Same age fucker. Yeah, I figured, you know. At first, I thought you were way older than I was. And then I realized, nah, you're just an old soul like me. That's cool. I don't know, man. Like, I was born this way. Not to sound gaga on you, but it's weird, I know. I mean, I could sleep like a motherfucker, right? But then I wake up, even Isaac knows, because he spent the night here before. And I'm sure he'll tell you, I don't know, man. He just looks like a raccoon. You know? It's not last night's makeup, because usually last night's makeup, if I'm wearing guy liner, I'm secure. What? Okay, come on. Come on. It's like 2020. So, yeah, like that's an excuse for a guy to wear makeup. But still, last night's guy liner, it'll run. Like, you wake up and it's like you have a whole different kind of raccoon eye mask on your face. Well, this is kind of, I don't know, maybe I did it too much where it's permanent now. Maybe that's it. Quit picking on my face, man. This is the money button. This is the money shot. Obviously, I'm not doing so well with that. I always thought it was just a hair thing, but I don't know. Guyliner, I love it. Yeah, baby girl. I do wear it. It's funny. I have worn it at work off and on, and nobody's noticed. And the ones that do notice, like Donnie, for example, he goes, man, are you wearing it? I'm in a band, dude. So, it brings you back to my favorite movie of all time. I know I'm a square, but whatever. It's Rockstar from 2001. Jennifer Aniston, Mark Wahlberg. There's a line in the movie where Chris Izzy Cole, Mark Wahlberg's character, he's trying to fix, like he works, he's all dressed up in like this blouse and a tie and, slacks and everything, shows up, the hair back, wearing makeup, going to work, fixing copying machines for like offices. And he's telling off this office worker for sticking a pen in it. And so he's trying to, pop things open and stuff and explain the process. And this office worker's looking at him like really, like gets right down and goes, is that mascara? And then Izzy looks up and goes, I'm in a band. Then he starts saying stuff like, yeah, can we try to not put pens in there? Whatever. Anyway, I always thought that always made me think of that. It's funny. Guyliner, yes. Baby girl says you look great with it. I noticed. I know you noticed. I'm not saying you didn't. Not as a whole. I mean, I remember you mentioning something about that. It's like, is it? Oh, that looks great. You're so supportive. I love you to death. Blind says it's the exploited won't stop touring. They don't seem to be affected. Shows are slamming. See, again, we talked about that. Not yesterday. I almost said yesterday. It wasn't yesterday. It was the day before that, 2 days ago. Yeah, I don't know if Guy Incognito says there better be booze in that cup, sir. Oh, it's Dale. Oh, my God. Dale's tuning in, honey.
Hi, Dale.
Hello, Dale. Love you, brother. There's no booze in there. I mean, I could add Kahlua. I could, but I don't really feel like drinking right now. No, it's just literally strong coffee. It's a fresh cup. Shut the fuck up. I love the name Guy Incognito. That's awesome. Dale, I miss you, brother. I haven't seen you physically, and well, I think you would know more than I would. Yeah, a few weeks. I miss hanging out with you, man. Sitting next to Dale drinking with him, it's like a religious experience for me. Because, love you, brother. You can't see me. Guy Incognito. I like that. Yep, for sure. It's very spiritual. I shouldn't say religious because religion's a really bad word to use. It's the other C word. Well, I would hope so. It's good to see you in here, buddy. Hopefully you're holding up. We're doing all right. Right, Lise?
We're doing okay. A little stir crazy, all right.
A little shaky wacky, a little stir crazy, but hey, we're healthy. We're holding up. I have raccoon eyes, apparently. Not to be confused for Billie Eilish's ocean eyes. Let's get back to Blind here. Sorry, man. I forgot name, remember? Yeah. Fair enough. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, band's still touring right now? There's so many things I could say about that. Baby girl says religion is a bad word. Yes, it is. I'm a spiritual person. I love me some Jesus. All right, I'm just going to put that in the forefront. But I don't try to, bash anybody over the head with my Bible. Because I do have one. It's just I don't need to do that. It's a form of control and brainwashing. We're not going to go there. Let's not go there. History shows that we shouldn't go there. And I have, historians, lack of a better term, respectfully watching me right now. So, hats off to you if I was wearing a hat. Let's see here. Let's get back to it. Love you, brother. I love you too, Dale. I mean, Guy Incognito, man who we shall not be able to see. No, you're a great man, dude. You always make me feel better. Isaac's in here too. Isaac's mom's in here too, watching at the same time. So, hey, there you go. One big, happy, dysfunctional family. That's the way to have it. That is the way to have it. We all gotta be there with each other, man. Right? Absolutely. But no, how you all holding up out there? I was just figured I'd check in and, because I was talking to Flav off and on the last couple of days, and, Kev too. Hopefully he pops in at some point. That mother trucker, man, he's still out there doing the thing. I forget what he said he was transporting last time, what his last load was. It was something really obscure. 28,000 pounds of something. I was talking to him on Facebook there not too long ago, so he sent me a message there today, Kev did, and just checking in. So I figured, hey, why not go live? I've got time. We all have time, right? So let's all hang out. It's not because it's me. It's because it's us. That's what the point is. I still get heat for that, too. It's like, oh, you're just self-serving. No, I do this so... Mikey! Hey, buddy. Speaking of people I love, this is like the who's who of who's awesome. Like, every time I do this, people pop in, and I'm going, I can't believe you're here. I love you, man. Hopefully everything's going fine. The lady and the good-looking little one. You guys did real good. I'm sorry. I'm jumping all over the place here. I got to get back to the comments, right? That's also the point. Yeah, self-serving. I don't think so. Let's see. Where are we at here? Blind says, Dale, I see all. Don't underestimate the blind. It's true. It's true. Blind's usually hanging out. He's hanging out in corners that I hang out in, but if I'm not, then he's hanging out in them. So never take two. That's like my second cup. I can't even speak English right now. Really? Caffeine doesn't affect me that bad. I forget what I was saying. It happens. It happens. Oh, yeah, hanging out in dark corners. The observer in the corner, Blind's one of them. But never underestimate Dale either, Blind. Oh, highly intelligent, good man that guy is. All right, where are we at here? Baby girl says religion is a bad word. Yes. Yes, it is. Baby girl, history shows we shouldn't go there. Ty, you were so quotable. Don't quote me, man. I didn't write that shit. I just paraphrase. Lorelai, you want to jump in anytime here? I mean, you're the expert. I'm not. Mama, mother. Mike Smith's in here, honey. Oh, I think she can't hear me. She's down the hallway. He says, hope you and the missus are staying safe. We are. We go a little shacky wacky, but hey, man, we're here. We're healthy. Mikey Smith is in here.
Oh, hey, mate.
Right? Right? At least it doesn't come on camera, but you can hear her, right? Hopefully.
We've been chatting back and forth a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well, we try to stay in contact with people we love, right? So that's what this is for, too. Dale says, take it off. I'm like, take what off? Nobody wants to see that shit. Nobody wants to see that shit. See, even Lisa's laughing at me. She doesn't want to see that shit. Sam Squinch. We talked about this. I don't know what you want me to take off, but I don't think I'll be... Can I, go out with the garbage? Can I, in the garbage bag? Can I just jump in there? Yeah, that'd be good for me. That'd be all right. Where we at here? I'm so sorry. I'm just so happy to be here with you guys, man. We're getting lonely all by ourselves, even though we're by ourselves. And, well, that's a positive thing. At least we got each other. It's been pretty cool, actually. Sleeping like a baby, even though my raccoon eyes will tell you differently, apparently. They're permanent, man. I don't know. That's a good question. Baby girl says, you live stream just to compliment everyone else a bunch. Least self-serving activity I could think of. The least self-serving activity I can think of right now. Oh. I try not to pander, but if I know you personally, I love you. I did genuine article. You're gonna make me blush, man, and that's not easy. That's not an easy thing. Might add some color to my pale face. Who knows? But yeah, it's funny because I'll be self-deprecating, but I'll give you guys compliments at the same time. I get a lot of heat for that too, but that's actually genuine. You know, I love you guys that much, man. Blind, thank you, honey. Blind says, Ty, you need to take a closer look at your guy Jimmy Page. From what I've seen, he's yes. I know. Blind, I know. I have two different feelings on that. Jimmy Page, and we're talking about the guitar player from Led Zeppelin. For those of you that live under a rock, I'm not a fan of Jimmy's. I love his playing, just himself personally. Let's get this out in the open. The paganistic sort of, that's what it is. It's just he's pagan. It's just a different. I don't think necessarily he was a Satanist, because trust me, I'd know. Led Zeppelin's kind of my thing. That's hard to get into because, again, that's religion, lack of. I don't talk about that on this channel. I mean, if you're a Satanist, great, good for you. As long as it makes you happy, it doesn't affect me. We're all good. You know what I mean? And then what I'm saying doesn't affect me. I mean, like, for me to say anything about it, not because I think of anything fucking shit hot, but he goes on saying Kenneth Anger's next level. Occultists who made very weird movies going back to the 40s. Yeah, I remember reading about that. I remember that for sure. Mikey says, I know you're eating. Well, Sally's in here. So what the... Again, this is the who's who of who's awesome. Hi. How you doing, sweetheart? Genuine as they come. Honey. Look who's talking. Hello. Hair flip for Sal. I mean... Jeez, you're like one of the sweetest women I've ever met in my life, not to mention one of the most beautiful. You know, here I am pandering again, right? No, straight up, like you're like you're one of my favorites. You're up there in the top. I'll tell you, you're amazing. I love talking to you. Thanks for being here, honey. I didn't expect that. That's a nice surprise. Lisa's here too. She's just kind of moving around the background. She's doing laundry down the hall. All kinds of stuff. That poor thing has not fucking stopped. I'm trying to get her to, but we all know how that goes. It's not going to go too well. Because if I try to keep hounding her to get her to stop, I'm sure I'm going to get a right hook to the face. And maybe give me some genuine blackness under my eyes. You know what I mean? Getting told twice, that sort of thing. No, because she would have a mean right hook. She's a redhead. So, a French one at that. Ooh, mon Dieu. Isaac says, what are you saying there, right, man? Why are men like floor tiles? You lay them right the first time, you can walk all over them forever. See? It just part and parcel. Absolutely. Oh, fuck, I love you, man. Absolutely. I've never heard that one before. I mean, we've experienced that before, I'm sure. Oh, honey, I got a joke from you. Isaac just said it.
What?
Why are men like floor tiles? You lay them right the first time, you can walk all over them forever. Lisa goes, oh, thanks, man. See you on the other side. That's a good one. I like that. Kiss your mother with that mouth. Just kidding, Mama. Hi. Mikey says, thoughts on Greta Van Fleet. Speaking of Zeppelin, apparently when I was, 19, 20ish, apparently I did something wrong because those kids are talented. I mean, I'm glad they're not just a one-hit wonder. Hopefully they keep going and all that stuff. I mean, obviously pardoning what's going on now because any band should not be touring right now. Right? Just to stay safe. That's all it is. I mean, hey, Flavie, how you doing? Good day to you too, sir. More awesome people just keep flooding in. This is great. Yeah. Did you check out the new album? Yes, I did. I heard little snippets here and there. Of course, we've had time to do it. It kind of pops up in YouTube on the side. You know what I'm talking about? So I'll be listening to, I don't know, Highway Tune or something. And then another one of their new ones pop up. I'll listen to that for a little bit and just mind blown, especially in headphones. Are you kidding me? The way that they write music, it's layered too. So, I mean, those kids got talent and obviously a really good record producer. So they're doing it right. it's amazing that those kids actually have the stamp of approval from Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones. They all love it. I mean, Jason Bonham's said in an interview that he likes listening to them too. So they got it right. You know, I'm a fan. I am a fan. It's just they have that same, you know. Didn't they start off as a Zeppelin tribute? Because if they didn't, they sound like they did. You know what I mean? So they've got it. You know, I mean, it's hard to emulate a classic band like that, obviously. And I sing for a cover band myself, so it's hard to, you can only touch base on certain things before you start fucking shit up. You know what I mean? Like, you can't touch classics, and there's a reason for it. I'm sure that's a different subject for a different video, which I'm sure I'll get into eventually. But some classics you got to leave alone, especially like the sound wise of them. Like if they have their own niche, say, or niche, whatever you want to say, and they sound like what they sound like, the distinction of sound, right? They have their own sound. I think they have that same thing going on. Hopefully they don't change genres or they don't switch up their music to like something more jazzy, because if they even thought about changing their sound, it would throw everything off, for sure. But huge fan. And those are just kids, man. Like they started between 19 to, I think the eldest was like 22. And there's two brothers in there. Obviously I did something wrong. Because now I can barely hold this thing up as far as I can throw it. So, and I beat the total shit out of my throat for what? You know, smoking and drinking and all that stuff too. And taking an on-ear break in between. Yep, I did that wrong. I never said I was good. That's for damn sure. Those guys are good. That guy's voice is crisp. It reminds me very, not only of Robert Plant, obviously, but like David Coverdale crisp. You know, back when David Coverdale was younger, even though he can still go. They obviously took care of their voice quite well. I'm not that hoity-toity, you know, in a sense that, you know, I'm going to hire a yoga instructor or like a spiritual guide, or, you know what I mean? Like these people, like they're eccentric. I can be, I guess, but I'm just a different cat. But I mean, I don't believe in a lot of things that they would waste their money on, if that makes sense. Because I mean, you see documentaries and you watch interviews and it's like, oh yeah, no, my astrologist told me that. I mean, if it works for them, obviously it does. And by the time it took me to say all that, they just made triple my salary just for sitting still. So again, you can't make fun of these artists that are eccentric, right? That's all I got to say about that. Pinky's up. Guy Incognito. Dale says they were really just into mythology, Tolkien and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and paganism included. Yes. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it too. I you know, you got to be well studied before you're going to label somebody a Satanist or like, you know, somebody that's just not good for society. Obviously he did quite well for himself. I don't think, again, I don't think he was a Satanist per se. I mean, there's a lot of similarities, I'm sure. But I'm not a personal fan of Jimmy Page. I never was. I just happen to love his band. You know, I like the music. It's like, oh, this is risky. It's like loving Michael Jackson's music, but not the person, right? You have to respect his creativity, at least. Anything else besides that, which we will not get into, and if we do, you'll be silenced. Thank you. You know, and that goes for anybody. Anything else besides his music? I don't. Nope. And Dale said, where are we? Yeah. Dale says, love you, Lisa. Say hi on camera. Yeah, she just did. She said hi, Dale, from the kitchen. You probably missed it. She's down the hall right now, fiddling around with a storage locker, I think, or laundry, something. That's all we've been doing, just cleaning, you know, doing laundry and like everybody else is, like just doing the same thing. But when she comes back in, I'll make it a point. She's literally just down the hall. So, new Pearl Jam album is pretty good. Yes, it is. I've heard a lot of that stuff too. That's spot on. You know, but I do like Greta Van Fleet's new stuff. It sounds really awesome. Blind says, Mike, I love Tool. They have saved my life since 94 or 5. Me too, by the way. Beyond the levels of other humans. Okay. Yep. Yeah, me too. I love Tool. There's Kevy. There he is. I made it. Hello, brother. How you doing, my broski? How are ya? I was just talking about you earlier, man. I was wondering when you're going to pop in. Hopefully everything's safe out there, man. Hopefully you're doing just fine. Blind says, also, if you don't know, you should check out Green Jelly. I am a fan. From the late 80s, early 90s. Again, I'm a fan. It was MJK and Danny Carey that they were thought of as a comedy band, but that was TV songs. They were amazing. Yes, they were. Now, I have, pardon me. Maybe I can show you on camera. My jump drive? No, I can't because it's all attached by cable. I have to get rid of this cable or at least put it up somewhere. Ooh. Pet peeve. I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive. There's a bunch of stuff on there for sure. I have a lot of that stuff in the library. Tool, I'm a huge fan of. Danny Carey, didn't he win like best drummer in the world sort of award? I think it was like back to back for about 5 years straight. And then there was the drummer from, I want to say 3 Doors Down or Nickelback. I can't remember his name. I think his name's Dan too. Or wait, no. Not a fan of Nickelback, really. I love 3 Doors Down, but hold on now. I'm trying to think. Danny Adair? I think he won it after Danny Carey did. Are they both named Danny? I don't remember. Yeah, and then you'd see Thomas Pridgeon, for example, from the Mars Volta. Like, that guy's a fucking monster. Like, some of his rhythms, the song Viscerize, for example, go check that out. That's cool. That's really cool. There's a buddy of mine I used to talk to on YouTube. His name's Havo. He's from, where is he from? New Mexico? Or Mexico City. It's down south anyway. He's a drummer, and he did a cover of Viscerize, and he nailed it. I don't think Thomas Pridgeon is one of those drummers like Danny Carey, like Neil Peart, different monster. But it's hard to like really catch that rhythm, but you have to be like well studied. It's amazing. I mean, there's not a whole lot of people that can, speaking of covering stuff, there's not a whole lot of people that can cover, the Mars Volta stuff or like Tool stuff, for example. I mean, we do sober. We do it our own way though, because I mean, it's off timing and all that stuff. So it's tough. And plus we're old dogs now. So, but we love doing it. Their Enema album was great. My favorite's still Lateralis. That's my favorite. So, their new one's great. 10,000 it was okay. Start to finish though, Lateralis for me is perfect. Enema, it was all right. Anema, whatever you want to call it. That song that's in the middle, I think in the middle, or maybe it's track 4 or track 5, I don't remember, off of Enema. That one that he talks through and it's like, I hope you get cancer and all this other stuff. That still haunts my brain to this day. Dale says he loves you and he wants to hear you. You can't be on camera because she doesn't go on camera, but at least say you love him back so he can hear you.
I love you too, Dale.
There you go. There it is. There you go. But yeah, Tool is always great. Always a great band to listen to. Let me see here. Let's get back to it. I forget where I left off here, man. Did I finish that? Yes, I did. Okay. Mikey says Blind Melon likewise. Yes, indeed. Tool is my favorite band. I've checked out Green Jelly. Pretty sweet stuff. The Green Jelly, the song that they did for Maximum Carnage, the one that they did for like the Super Nintendo game. I'm talking too fast. I can't catch up to myself here. Hello, Caffeine. Damn. If that's all it took? Really?
Yeah, you're not burning it off as much.
I know, because I'm sitting here being useless and wasteful. Yeah, so the song that Green Jelly, they did the soundtrack to a Super Nintendo game, Spider-Man, Venom, Maximum Carnage, that one. If you hear the song Carnage, it's awesome. It's great. I mean, I wish I could find it and play it. I mean, I have it, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. I love that game too. But Green Jelly's great. Tool, again, huge fan. I love Danny Carey's drumming. It's amazing stuff. Of course, Maynard. I mean, come on now. MJK, not MGK. Machine Gun. Yeah, not MGK, MJK, the original. Huge fan. All right, let's see where we're going here. Dale says, cool, just having a drinky poo myself. Right on. I wish we could join you. Unfortunately, we have to social distance ourselves, which is bullshit. But if it saves a life or two, or a collective group of lives, cheers. Maybe you should start putting Kahlua in my goddamn coffee every time I wake up, huh? Nope, haven't touched a drop of alcohol in a couple weeks, except for Lisa poured me a glass of Merlot there one night, and I couldn't drink it. I had to give it back. I said, no, just save that for cooking. Red wine, well, those that know me, I can't drink red wine. But nope, haven't touched anything really. No energy drinks, no nothing like that. Already I'm starting to, well, my heart thanks me for it, because there's not so much murmuring going on, right? Like 110 miles per hour. And yeah, this is pretty weird stuff. Pretty weird. Oh, Kev says hello.
Hi, Kev.
There you go. Isaac and his mom is watching too. Lorelai. All right, let's get back to this here. Kev says just picked up. I was just talking about that. Just picked up a load. 44,320 pounds of Hawaiian punch. Now, that's brisk, baby. Damn.
That's a lot of punch.
That is a lot of punch. You got to give people the punch.
Especially when they can just drink water.
Yeah, which I've been doing lots of.
I understand the variety now and then, but holy.
Yeah, that's a lot of punch. Well, I mean, you know, supply and demand, right? My favorite mother trucker. I still don't know why I call you that, but we'll go with it. Brian says, right on, Mike. They toured with Guar for years. Good old Guar, man. Yeah, the heavier Kiss. But about damn time somebody did that, because makeup and pyro and all that stuff. If you look on YouTube, there's tons of uploads of Green Jelly. I've seen a bunch. I really like Green Jelly. When they first came out, I still remember that. It makes me feel older, obviously. But when they first started hitting the scene, that was cool. That's all right. That's good stuff. Nope, Lisa's watching her Vampire Diaries, or is that what it's called? Vampire Diaries? I'll go with yes. Let's see, blind. Dude, Mars Volta is amazing, right? Yep, absolutely. I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. There's the Viscerize. What's the other song I liked? It's one of their B-sides. It's just kind of, well, B-sides, but it's stuck out in my mind. I'm gonna have to listen to them later, because I haven't heard Mars Volta in quite some time. Thomas Pridgen's drumming, though. There's nothing like it. Blind says Panic at the Disco. Not a big fan, but I like some of their stuff. Dale says Lateralis scared the shit out of me when I first heard it. Me too. Like, it was like the obscure sounds in there. Like, it worked, but it works though. And to have it like sound like, if you look back in the album now, I've just recently heard a few things, and if you look back at it now, it still holds that nostalgic feel to it. Love it. It makes sense. Maybe that's a better way to describe that. It just makes sense. Definitely some of their more obscure stuff. Well, yeah, we'll go with that. I'm bringing up a lot of subjects I can't even describe. It's because it's more of a feeling. I don't know. It makes me smile at the end of the day. That's all that matters. Blind says, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. Tyler, Opiate and Undertow are hands down. Oops. Yep. You know what? Yep, I agree with that. The most mind-blowing albums to this day, 30 plus years later. I still pick my favorites, though, I guess. Maybe I'm just biased. It's just what I paid attention to at the time. Context sensitive. Opiate and Undertow, okay. Yeah. I appreciate it. Mikey says, gotta run, daughter is calling me. Yeah, you better run, daddy. She's so cute. Have a great night, Ty and Lisa. Mikey had to go. Oh, she has the headphones on. We love you, buddy. We miss you, and hopefully you're happy, healthy, and safe. Right? Keep those pictures coming, man. She's cute. Cute as a button. You take care of yourself, man. Thanks for popping in. That was a nice surprise. Isaac says, have a puff for me, bud. Will do. I'm rolling him again, so there you go. Kev says it's being delivered to Super One Foods in Waco, Texas. Wow. Yeah, you are way down there. Just stay safe, man. That's all I can ask. I mean, I'm sure the roads are clear-ish, so it wouldn't take you long to get from point A to point B, hopefully back to point A safely. I don't remember going to Waco. I don't think I was ever there. But, yeah, I know exactly where you're at. Bland says, hello, Freddie, missed you. See? You talk about it's uncanny, man, because you talk about a certain person, they just pop right in. It's great. This is awesome. Sally, you still here, honey? And baby girl too. Dale says heading out for a few minutes. I'll be back. All right, buddy. It's just nice to have you here, Dale, man. Miss you. Love you to death. Cheers, by the way, even though I'm not drinking. Oh, Sally's still there. Good. Oh, I'm glad you're here. And I was just thinking about you today, too. I was going to send you a message, but here we are, right? Sorry you have to stare at this ugly mug, but, I just figured I'd do this again because, well, why not? So it's really cool because a lot of decent people actually come into the room and topic of discussion, especially love talking with blind Mel in there, because it's all about music and it's about different obscure things, He tickles my mental button. I like that. We just hang out. This is what it's all about, really. Lisa's behind me to my left, your right, but she's watching her show. So, oh, good. Baby girl's still here. Good. Baby girl says, I'm here listening while doing dishes and making supper. Huh? Well, as long as I can be an accessory to help you get through whatever it is you're doing, that's the point, I guess. I don't know. I never said I was the best at it, but, I try to provide some sort of connection or entertainment to something. That was for you, I-Man. I hope you and your mom are safe and sound, and the dog's well. That's a beautiful dog. I remember seeing that video, man. That was cool. Blind says, I love them because it was the start of introducing people to the massive mistakes by organized religion. Undertow picked up on the other side. How was it? Yep. The dogma. Dogma is a great word to use. Mankind fell apart. Yeah, it was very creative. You're right to that certain aspect of it. Lyrical content for sure, but I mean, I got like the way it was created, the musical part of that. I like the dark sound of it. It's very, very obscure, but it's layered. The way it was layered, like that stuff in headphones is mind blowing. I recommend it to anybody too. At the same time. Oh, no more fresh cup. You shut the fuck up. That's okay. That's my second cup. I'm going to slow down because I'm starting to shake and do things a mile a minute. So I think the whole point of this is just to try to relax and be stress-free. I mean, caffeine will cause you all kinds of different stress. So let's not do that. Plus, my heart's going to jump out of my chest. Kev says, you're a joy and wonderful to watch. You're good at... thanks, Kev. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing it. So, I think the credit should go to you. Baby girl says, thanks, Kev. I appreciate that. I'm just real, man. I'm just me. Baby girl says, nice to hear you again. Brandon is just talking to his friend, yelling at his games. So I do that too. Ashley, she'll tell you, back in my Call of Duty days, I'd be, expletives at the screen. You motherfucker, what the fuck? But I don't do that so much these days, I do play some certain games like Battlefield 1 where I'm just going, ooh. But I try to grow up a little bit. Not that Brandon isn't. By the way, hi, Brandon. Sending some love your way there, buddy. Hopefully the wrist is okay. Yeah, so I try not to scream at the screen too much because then I started to realize the screen doesn't yell back. It's just the stupid squeakers, the little children in your ears when you're trying to... Don't even get me started. The shrill sound only bats can hear, right? So don't add to it. So I've got my company now. Okay, good. Kev says, what flavor creamer? Same thing. Just, you know what? I'm going to show you. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Sorry. I'm gonna show you what I'm using. Yeah, maybe I might. This is the creamer. It's just the regular Northumberland. You gotta live here to get it, kind of like Alpine. Just regular creamer, 18%. That's it. No flavor, just regular. I'm gonna, you know what? Pardon me a second. Refill. Be right back. I decided against the grain. That's what I do. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. That back in the fridge. My spoon. There. Just like that. I love sunlight.
I'm surprised you didn't hiss at it.
I know, yeah. At least opened up the curtains a little bit, let the sunlight in, and I'm walking by going, nah. It's bad enough I got this angelic sort of halo-looking stupid piece of shit above my head. I'm sorry. I'm trying to sit up so I'm blocking it. It's when the sun goes down, no, like there's no light at all. Like it's, you know, I like dark stuff. I like dark places. I don't think I said that right, but you know what I mean? But yeah.
We live in a basement.
Yeah. We live in a hole in the ground.
We have windows, but our curtains are blackout, so it gets really dark.
Yep. Lisa hates that.
Well, I don't mind it at night, but like, we need some light.
You need something. Yeah, I agree. You know, I like the sunlight too in the summertime. When it's warmer, for sure, and none of this bullshit's going on. Yeah, they keep saying that hopefully when it warms up, it'll control the virus somehow. Whoa, I got my own thoughts on that. Snow melts. There's more germs in the air. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Again, I'll save that for another video, I'm sure. Vlog style. So anyway, yeah, I figured I'd show you that, Kev. It's just a regular coffee cream or cereal cream. 18% though, it's pretty heavy. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, blind Sierra Blind. I work with Sierra. I've known her for quite some time now. Right, baby girl? I call her baby girl. She's real special to me, that one. Sierra's cooking for her man. Oh, Jesus, here we go. Oh, I forgot you and Isaac are in the same place at the same time. Be nice, kids. Yeah. Yep, for sure. I miss talking to Brandon, man. He's a good guy. I like that guy. I like that guy a lot. Love him to death. Of course, he wouldn't be with anybody else, right? I mean, you know, sweet as you are. Brandon, you take care of my baby girl. God, she's like my sister, man. Like we're like family. It's messed right up, isn't it? We just kind of got close real fast, and you know, I'm very protective of her. You know, and she's very protective of me too. It kind of works both ways. It's really strange, isn't it? Different dynamic. I mean, she's super sweet, as you can see. Blind says, on another note, Ty, these crazed maniacs have now tried to tell the deaf, dumb, blind populace that now USA is the largest outbreak on Earth of COVID. Well, I mean, politicians and people that are paid off will definitely say that America's got the worst of everything. Because America, you know, they beat it. They, not you guys, because I know you guys personally, and you're very sweet. But they, the ones that are in control, oh shit, say it ain't so, will always say that America is the best at everything. So it's like, you know, I've got a hangnail. So it's the worst hangnail in history. You know, it's just that sort of theory. That's the way I feel about it. We're no slouches either when it comes down to they in our country. It's the same thing. It's like, well, our neighboring country, we have it just as bad as it. Man, bitch, please. 2 words come to mind: bitch and please. That's it. Largest outbreak on Earth of COVID-19. To cause a super panic, I'm very displeased. I would be too, as I just said, I guess. Kev says, have you tried Keurig? Yes, I have. It's good stuff. It's not really my thing, but I mean, it's good for flavor. Like their French vanilla stuff, I remember trying a cup of that, and it was at where I used to work, because they bought a Keurig machine for the office, and I remember taking a sip of, I think it was Monica's coffee. I took a sip, and I went, damn, this stuff's pretty cool. Pardon me, kickback. It's not my go-to. Like, I usually go for Tim Hortons coffee, myself. And speaking of which, our boss, actually a really good buddy of ours, me, Isaac, and Sierra's, his name's Donnie, D-Money, the franchise. Hey, hopefully he's watching at some point. Love him dearly. He made fun of me for, always drinking Tim Hortons coffee, because he right in the background. He's like, yeah, you got Timmy's. I like Dunkin' Donuts. I love Dunkin' Donuts coffee. It's good stuff. I used to drink it really sweet, though. I don't do that anymore. That was too sweet. I put like 4 sugars in there. Ooh, I don't like it that sweet anymore. Baby girl says, nice to meet everyone. See, she just sweet. Just sweet. Too sweet. Baby girl. What the fuck are you doing back there?
It showed up in my newsfeed and started playing.
Always on her cell phone, man.
Well, I can't be on the computer right now, dear.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. You usually go after that thing before you go after this thing, though. But what the hell was that?
Some lady in quarantine, she was bored, so apparently she was making a video. I don't know.
I say let it play. That sounded pretty funny. No? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree. Ooh. Let's see. Baby girl says, nice to own those kitchen skills, though. Yeah, it is. You got the knack for it. Sarah says, boss. I use that term loosely. I know him personally as a person. D-Money. He's multifaceted. We'll put it that way. He's a special kind of guy. He's always been sweet with me. I mean, he treats me very well. Remember one time I accidentally cut my finger when I was trying to cut a cherry tomato? Because obviously we can't talk about where we work, so let's not. But cutting a cherry tomato, and I slipped and I hit my finger. And right away, this is how sweet he is. Right away, and I'll try to demonstrate. Right away, he grabs my hand and goes, oh, are you okay? I'm like, oh. What a guy. No, at the very base, he's one of my favorite people. He really is. It's morphin' time. No, I can't make fun of that. I like the original Power Rangers myself. So just not to that extent. I don't own any helmets or jackets or full body suits. Could you imagine me in like a Green Ranger suit? Please don't stop. Oh, you heard it here, folks. Yeah, I'd rather not either. Bad enough. Sam Squanch, right? Imagine that in like Lycra. Or whatever they use, neon or polyester / neon. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh, it's not about how you would look in the uniform. It's what the uniform represents, and I should keep my comments to myself because I'll probably offend some people.
No, actually, you're right on track. Oof. I mean, you don't want to see these hips in that suit. You know what I mean? I might have the hair for it, so I could be the Pink Ranger?
We know you want.
Exactly. Oh, jeez. I forget where I was. I'm so sorry. Brain's going a mile a minute. Story of my life, right? Story of our lives at this point. Kev says, I am talking about Keurig machine with the different cups of flavors. Oh, yeah, no, me too. I tried French vanilla one time. Oh, no, it wasn't Monica. It was Tiff. She goes, here, try this. And she gives me the cup, and I took a sip, and I went, holy fuck.
When we were on Liverpool, the store around the corner had a Keurig. That was the coffee that I
drank. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I can't remember what kind of flavors we had. I think we had like cinnamon bun and like Belgian chocolate, a couple different ones.
You brought home a cinnamon bun one time. I remember that now. Cinnamon bun cup. That was really good.
Yeah, a bunch of different ones.
I think that's why you pick up the
International
cinnamon roll, is it called?
I don't know if that's why, more so than just to keep another flavor in.
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep up if it's just putting milk in your coffee. We run through it too quick, so this is the only way we don't run through it as long. And
Yep, because you savor the flavor, right? I try not to use too much cream in my coffee these days, but I don't know, man.
Whatever will last you longer right now is...
It's ideal, yeah, especially those big bottles. I mean, yeah, they're expensive-ish, but they will last us about a week, 2 weeks, depends on how much coffee we're drinking.
Well, they won't last us as long now because we're sitting in as opposed to being out.
Inactive, yeah, because we're always home, right? So obviously we'll go through shit.
You do have to watch the old sugar intake.
Yep, I've been trying to cut that back. Well, when you pour off a fresh cup, you put just the right amount of sugar in there. I do about the same thing. I mean, if you tasted that right now, you'd be like, yeah. Because I try to stick to, because I used to drink extra large triples, and I used to drink 4 sugar, 3 cream at one point. Yeah, I stopped doing that years ago because that's the very first thought I had in my head. It's like, dude, you got to watch your sugars. So I don't want to become hypoglycemic at like 38. You know what I mean? Ugh. No offense to anybody else out there that has hypoglycemia. I'm just saying it's just not for me. You know what I mean? So our sugar intake is skyrocket, so we just got to keep an eye on it. That's all. But yes, I have tried different flavors. There was another one too. I think, yeah, it was Tiff. She got me to try. It was French vanilla. I don't know if that was the first or second time. It was 2 times, I remember. And she had, they had a Tim Hortons one. A little Tim Hortons cup that you stick in the machine, and it tastes sort of like Tim Hortons. I think that was the other one. It was impressive. Didn't take long to make either. You just pop them in and... Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to... She's watching her show. I got to leave her alone. Yeah, there's like a Tim Hortons creamer you pop in. It doesn't take long to make a cup of coffee at all. So I do like them. It's just not my go-to, I guess. I just like home brew and Tim Hortons. I'm pretty simple that way, I guess. I don't know. Sally's, oh God, love you, Sally. Thanks for the entertainment. Time for supper. Hugs, huggies. Thanks for stopping by, honey. We got to hang out at some point. You are another person I want to sit next to and pick your brain. So that's what we're going to do. Wine night, coffee, don't matter. It's a date. Take care, beautiful girl. You take it easy. Baby girl says you're basically the same rank as him in the kitchen. I don't look at it that way. He did train me. I'm just the main closer, not so much these days, but I work directly for Pete. I'm happy about that because I love Pete to death. I really do. He's another one of my favorite people, just like yourself. It's tough, but we managed to pull it off somehow. You got the talent for it. I'm just a guy that takes all the information and the knowledge that they gave me and try to put it in fruition, really. That's about as far as I go with that. Because again, I never said I was good. I'm just stable. I just try my best. That's all we can do. I'm not trying to speak for the rest of us, but that is what we do. We're a hell of a team. We're a hell of a team. Never worked with people like that before. I just try not to have a fat head about it. Unlike other people that we won't mention. Some of us are still there. Some of us aren't. That's all I'm going to say. Kev says, I have a brand new one with 1 dozen different flavors. Wow. I think you and Lisa need it. How much do they typically cost, Kev? Because I'm not too sure. I mean, there is a Costco here. Anything's possible. I'm really happy with our coffee maker now. Lisa picked it up, actually. I think it was a Walmart jobby, but it makes really good coffee. It stays clean and everything. So, except for coffee grinds, sometimes they get down on the inside of it, but you're going to get that, right? I like strong coffee, so you put more than 1 scoop in there, it's going to make a mess. It's just the way it goes. Blind says the last note a few hours ago, they signed the supposed same line of thought you outlined. Biggest bill of rescue funding in the whole history of the whole USA ever. Yeah, we were watching... No, I think it was just me. I was watching something along the same lines, something about that a couple nights ago. It's mind-blowing. It's just, yeah, it's just like it's a recession, but worse. Because we've never seen anything like this before in our lifetime. I mean, obviously there was like plagues that happened, Spanish flus, all kinds of bullshit that, we don't even talk about because it's already part of the past. It's part of history, but history does repeat itself. So, this virus is obviously a bitch, and it's not going to go away anytime in the near future, not anytime soon. That's the scary part, man, because now we're getting cases where we are, the province of New Brunswick. I can go that far. There's another case that they found. I just saw it, Isaac. Tyler, have fun. Got it, brother. I totally keep forgetting to say that every time I grab a cup. Half pot. Justin, fresh pot. Fresh pots.
Have you been keeping up with Dave's short stories over this? I have to show them to you later.
No. I'm saving that because
they're fucking good.
It's Davey. Dave Grohl himself. Love the guy. No, I'm saving that because I don't even know why I'm saving it. It's just giving me something else to watch later on because I've already been through a whole bunch of shit.
You can't watch it. They're short stories. They're written.
He's putting out videos too. It could be the same thing. Maybe not. So he's blogging?
Not so much blogging as like just coming up with like little like short stories basically, or like little.
I did not know that. I knew he came out with a few new videos and stuff where he's just like sitting around being goofy.
Just because he's fucking bored.
Just because he's fucking Dave Grohl. He's on my bucket list. I'd love to meet that guy someday. Chick. That would be great. Could you imagine that? That'd be something else. Baby girl says Downey's a sweetheart. They'll love him to death. Yes, me too. He's already proven himself to me more than several different occasions why I should care about the guy. So, he actually gives a shit about me, which is amazing. No, I love working with him, or for him or whatever. Same with you. Still mad at Isaac, though. He took off on me. You son of a bitch. I'm not letting that go, man. I'm not going to let that go. Mama, ground him. Imagine that. You're grounded. Go to your isolation place. Okay. Isaac says, I have 3 cups in the morning, none for the rest of the day. This is my 3rd cup right here. I don't think I'll need anything else besides maybe tea later on. Because seriously, man, I just like hanging out with you guys, so it's just old habits die hard. We're all talking together, and I have to have a fresh cup or shut the fuck up in my hand. Just the way it goes, I guess. So yeah, I think caffeine intake, I'm good for the rest. I'm good for the rest of the day. Tyler, have pot. Yeah, actually, it was a full pot. It was a fresh pot, and that's where the fresh cup to shut the fuck up comes from. I should actually show people. I should put a link down in the description or something after I'm done with this, and show them the video where that comes from. It's awesome. Celebrate me. Don't walks by Josh Army and just gives him the finger. Blind says that would be awesome. Can we please take up a collection to get Ty the most accurate Power Rangers full uniform made? Oh, you would say that. Oh shit. No, that's not. That's the last time I put my PayPal link up. Jesus Christ. Please, that would be priceless memories. Not that I'd like Power Ranger, but man, no. A little tight in the neck too. That little white collar piece. Like I'm talking like the original series, the one that they took from what was it, Sentai from Japan. The same suits. Yeah, I don't want to. No, man. No. Get to show off my hips and stuff, but. Yeah, give me the pink suit, right? Because of the hair. Amy Jo Johnson, eat your heart out. One of my first crushes ever, by the way. She's still pretty. I'm actually subscribed to her on YouTube, and she puts up like some of her own music. She writes music too. She does acoustic stuff. She can sing like a bird, man. I don't know. I just appreciate it. That's all. I can green. Kev says I can. Green Ranger wonderful. No, man. I mean, I love me some Tommy, and I like Jason's character too. Austin St. John is the Red Ranger. I liked him too, but no. Maybe I can pull off the Yellow Ranger. Rest in peace. twee trang, that suit. She was prettier though. Blind says, all right, another line of thought I cannot get past is that Dave Grohl is a large part of Kurt's mental decline. I disagree with that, man. I mean, part of the partying days and stuff, but I mean, that's risky to say, don't you think? It wasn't Dave, it was Courtney that was the demise of Kurt. That's all I'm willing to say. That's it. Davey was the good guy in that one. Now, I'm not saying he's perfect, but I'm pretty well studied on the whole Nirvana that time period. It wasn't Dave. Thank you, Hole. That's all I'm going to say about that. Have you seen the documentary? I recommend you watch that because you'll change your thought process like that. And I can send you a link if I can find it. It's on Netflix too. I forget what it's called. Soaked in Bleach, I think it is. Watch that. It's an eye-opener. I know Kurt bought the ticket to ride, but he was very unstable. Pat Smear was too much too. Yeah, it's Pat Smear, man. Especially when he played for the Germs. The Germ stuff that was pretty cool. Baby girl, yikes! Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Germs stuff was interesting at the time. I think I appreciate more stuff from Scream when Dave Grohl used to drum for the band Scream. But the Germs, yeah. Pat Smear's, he's always a bit too much. But, I mean, he settled down in his later years, like the recent years, thank God. But Blind was just saying that he thinks, his opinion is, and respectfully, that Dave Grohl had a hand in Kurt's demise. It's like, no, that was Courtney. Anyway, I respectfully disagree with you too. There you go. No, seriously, check out Soaked in Bleach. It's a documentary. It's on Netflix. It's an eye-opener. They even go right and they talk to the open investigation team, and they talk to the original. I can't remember his name right now, but it's a good watch. I'll put it to you that way. No, that's my opinion on that. I can't go too far into it because you'll have to watch for yourself, I guess. Obviously, I have my own beliefs on that. Because, I mean, like, the grunge scene back then, I mean, it's full of debauchery and all that kind of stuff and behind the scenes and politics. You want to talk politics? Jesus Christ. The main person, I think, from back then, like the 90s, mid-90s grunge scene to listen to would be Billy Corgan. Even if you are a Pumpkins fan or not, I love watching Billy's stuff. So does Lisa. We appreciate Billy's brain, because he was close to them too, There's countless interviews you could watch. I mean, now he's involved in the wrestling world, and I love wrestling too. NWA, he bought it out and everything. But he still talks about like the music industry, versus, what the people want versus the record companies. And he's got really diverse opinions on, politics and music, I guess, back then, which I really appreciate because it kind of lines up with what I believe too. Excuse me. I've never made it big, so I wouldn't really know, just to be clear. But
so where did that come from?
Yeah, where did that come from?
Can I turn the volume off? I didn't.
It happens. So I really appreciate Corgan's view on a lot of different things when it comes down to, well, I mean, there's certain things I don't agree with him on because, I mean, he has this tunnel vision. He's a very creative man. He's a different cat. I thought I was bad. Now that dude is eccentric. I mean, I really appreciate what he did when he went across America last year. And he came up with all these, different songs. He's playing in like, say a field somewhere, or he's playing in some bar somewhere just acoustically by himself. He just got in his van and took off and documented the whole trip. I thought that was really cool. I paid close attention to that. He even did a few covers of his own stuff from back in the Melancholy days. He played that. There was a field he played in. I forget what the state was. I think South Carolina somewhere, where he pulled out. He kind of what song was that? It was like a medley. He did like a medley of stuff. Jeez, I can't speak English today. I'm telling you. Okay, yeah. Let's take a sip and put it down. Did stuff, take two, from from Siamese Dream, Gish, and what was the other one? Like he did a version of like Rocket, threw Stumbleine in there for Melancholy, and then to end it, I think what was the other one? It wasn't Disarm. I don't remember what the third one was. It was really pretty. I really enjoyed it. He's one really intelligent cat, especially when it comes down to the music business. So I appreciate his opinion, I think, the most because he was there then. Obviously, you can't hear anything from Chris Cornell anymore. Rest in peace. Because he also had really good opinions too. I remember watching some interviews with Chris talking about the whole scene and how it works and record companies and all that stuff. They all have different opinions because they've all been around different scenes, but they all played together at one point. It's really cool. I like that whole theory of it. And it's going to happen, but it gives you a broader spectrum of the diversity between opinions. So you get like the whole scene of it. It's just puzzle pieces. You just put those together, and it's not hard to figure out. But the Nirvana days, especially. I mean, obviously, that's one of the most diverse bands ever. It's around the same time period, which brings me back to my original point. I have my own beliefs on it. It's just you do your research, right? You do your research and see what's out there. Obviously, what's available to you. A lot of good stories from like LA and good stories from Toronto, Canada. Just diverse. I always like the road stories. Let's get back to the comments. Blind says, Ty, we're going to have to disagree because there is a whole layer with me and Kurt I don't talk about. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I respect that. Kurt's birthday is the day before mine. Oh, I didn't know that. I've listened to every song he wrote, devoured everything Kurt wrote. Hey, hell yeah. Yes. Nope, I respect that. I've never been a big Nirvana fan, but I do like some of their stuff. So I think I was only a fan of Nirvana because I appreciate the musicians. Let's see here. Oh, I don't know why it does that. Always show. Oh, don't worry about it. Dale says Kurt's death was a lot of he said, she said. Yep. Documentaries aren't necessarily a good source of info, which I agree with. I was just trying to be relative. And like I was saying, like there's puzzle pieces in the middle that, again, just do your research. I don't think I said that right. There's obviously things in the background that even I don't know of, but I try to be a student of the game. I try to study music as much as I can. So yeah, I agree with that. Shame on me for not saying that the correct way, the right way. It's diverse, right? So, I mean, everybody's going to have their own opinion. And, I totally agree with that. Remember how unfair fans were to Yoko Ono. I think there's a bit of that going on for Courtney. Yeah, I agree with that too, for some part of it. I do. Yeah, that's actually a good point. If there's anybody else to talk music with, it'd be Dale. You know your stuff too, buddy. Blind says, right before his death, it rocked my world. It's been very hard to get past. I truly believe Kurt killed himself. It was beyond, for me, probably repeated, but hit wrong button and ran out of text. It's okay. It happens. Yeah, I'll agree with some of that. Sure. It's a sad time, man. Sad time. Blind says, sorry, guys, I fucked up the whole thing I was trying to say. Don't worry about it. No, I got you. You're in good company, man. We'll fill in the blanks. But yeah, I mean, it's a sad time for rock, right? It's a sad time for grunge music. Still is today. I respect the fuck out of what Kurt did. I really do. That's one of the main reasons why I'm still a fan of Davey today. If it wasn't for Kurt, so I guess, I agree with you in some aspect of it. If it wasn't for Kurt, I don't think I'd pay attention to Davey too much. Foo Fighters, I love the Foo Fighters. I mean, I think I would have discovered them regardless anyway, even if I didn't know Nirvana existed. Their content's great. Talk about a good layered band. I mean, obviously a super group filled with all kinds of different people. What's his name? the other guitar player there. I think his name's Chris. Not Novelsik. Novelesic. I can never get his name right. Not him. I'm talking about the guy that plays for Foo Fighters now. The blonde-haired fella. I can't remember his name. He used to play bass for Sunny Day Real Estate. Or was it guitar? I'm not too sure. Sunny Day Real Estate, that's a good band too. You know? So they're made up of, Taylor Hawkins on drums. Forget about it. I love his drumming. I love Taylor's solo. You ever heard Taylor solo stuff? Like Range Rover Bitch. That's a cool song. Go check it out. It's awesome. You can tell. I mean, obviously, Taylor's very outspoken on his love of Queen and Freddie Mercury and all that stuff, and you can see it in his own writing and his own solo stuff. It's amazing. He writes awesome songs. There's stuff on YouTube, all over YouTube, actually, about Taylor Hawkins and his other band that he plays for, and how are these people like playing for multiple bands at the same time? Blows my mind. I mean, you have to do something while you're not touring, I guess, but that's incredible. I mean, the stuff they come up with right out of their ass, man, is just like solid gold. It's crazy, I mean, that's talent. And, and that's the same thing I'm talking about, diversity, right? And that's why I'll use a better term. That's why I love a lot of artists and their music these days too, especially from back in that time period. If they've been playing since back then or even earlier, they have a better grasp of hold of, and it's a little bit different than this auto-tune bullshit, poppy bullshit that we listen to now, but I don't try to select poppy bullshit to listen to, even though I'm a fan of Billie Eilish. I have said it, I'll say it again. But she still, even Billie Eilish has that. It's hard to describe what that is. Pure talent, yeah. But I mean, the sound, like the way that they're being produced and, the way that they write things, it's just like old school days from like back in, say, the 70s, 80s. They have that same sort of analog, if that's what I'm trying to say. It's not all digital, but I mean, obviously you got to keep up with the times, which, yeah, I get that, but it depends on the sound. Depends on what you want to, what do you want to produce, I guess, what you want to come out on film or on record. So I'm not the best guy to be talking about that because I record covers. So there you go. And that's pretty much my thoughts on that. This is a great discussion, you guys. This is fucking amazing. You guys are amazing. Dale says, love it when Foo Fighters bring fans up on stage. Check out the Kiss guy. I have, and it's awesome. Foo Fighters on YouTube. Yeah, some of the fan interactions, like there's a kid that got up, and I think he played drums. I remember seeing that. I haven't seen that stuff in a while, but the Kiss guy, yeah. I mean, it's amazing. He was great. He actually had chops. Dave's just like, here, take this guitar, and then he's yelling at him and stuff. It's like, no, you go solo. I forget what he said, but the guy pulled it off, man. I thought it was great. Kind of reminded me of Slash a little bit when he did his solo. I was like, this guy's dressed up as Kiss, playing Dave's guitar, that blue number. That's a beautiful guitar. I couldn't imagine. Blind says, you guys know the unreleased Fecal Matter album is on YouTube. It's very weird, but I think it was amazing feature since it was just Kurt and Dale Crover using 4-layer. I might have heard that. 4-layer for records. They played all the more. Blind also says, instruments then dub it together. Sounds like a full band, not two guys in a dirty garage. I think I've heard some of that stuff. Well, didn't they do that on like reel to reel? That's how they recorded it? Because I know that's how Foo Fighters still do it. Kev says, I'm back. Made a meatloaf sandwich. Yes. I would do anything for mayo. But he won't do that. Meatloaf, not a big fan. Both of the meat and of the artist. Life is a Lemon, though. Good song. Yeah, enjoy that meatloaf. Meatloaf. You got to eat, man. You got to keep up your energy. But yeah, I think I've heard that, Blind. I think I've heard a few snippets of that. I think I vaguely remember that. I don't remember the name Dale, but not my Dale. Not the Dale, but, Dale Crover. I don't think I remember that name, but I remember hearing some snippets of some of the older stuff. I remember I liked it a lot, actually. Dale says, got me 20 beers from Sobeys, one-man party tonight. Oh, yeah. Cheers to you. Me and Lee still have Coors Light cans. She bought a 2-4 of Coors Light cans, so we still have that. I don't know. We might bust some open tonight. Who knows? Depends on the boss, what she's feeling. I don't know. We'll just sit back, listen to some pretty cool tunes, and do what we normally do. Just hang out. Yeah. Try to catch some updates as they come in, and that's pretty much all we've been doing, honestly. A few nights ago, we watched Night at the Roxbury, and what else did we watch? What was the other movie we were watching? I don't remember. Night at the Roxbury and something else. I don't know. Just trying to stay occupied, that's all. But yeah, 20 beers from Sobeys. Now, that is a one-man party. Dale's drinking 20 beers from Sobeys. Lisa's going, well. Yeah, no, it's a shame we can't join you. You can't join us because now they have signs, at Lisa was saying, in our apartment building, they have signs up saying don't bring anybody else inside, which is Captain Obvious, which was not part of the plan to begin with before they put the signs up. But, we're trying to stay smart and safe.
Yeah, we're limiting. We're keeping all of our interaction between the two of us and like cameras, like video calls or phone calls. It'll only be 2 weeks on Tuesday, and it's really hard already, and it's going to get so much worse. Yeah,
it's going to go downhill fast. So the least we could do is just try to stay positive and stick with what we know. So that's pretty much what I'm saying about that. Blind says that's what I meant was 4 layer 4 recording machines. Yeah. Reel to reel. Yeah, I thought so. Because I remember hearing some of that stuff. I thought it was mind-blowing, man. It was really crazy. Especially the guitar work. Like, some of that stuff, if I remember correctly, and I think I do, pardon me, they put, like, effects on it a little bit. Like, they don't, see, from back then, you don't need effects. You just plug in straight in. You know what I mean? And I'm a huge fan of analog stuff anyway. Like, just plug in and play. Like, just straight to the board. You don't have to add too much, Vocally, a little bit of chorus, a little bit of reverb, but not so much chorus. A little bit of reverb. It just helps me set my notes. So if I try to go bare bones, I try not to overprocess anything. And that's what that reminded me of. It's just nice to listen to some bare bones actual music. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I remember hearing some of that stuff. I couldn't tell you what the songs were called or nothing like that. I'll have to relook that up. Thank you for bringing that up. I mean, I remember really enjoying that, just because it went against the grain. Basically what I just said about everything being so processed these days, and that's why I like it so much, I guess, especially as a musician. I never call myself a good one. It's just that I'm well studied. So, Dale says I may have overdone a little bit. Nah, you're hardcore, brother. Blind says Dale Crover is the drummer for the Melvins. Oh, okay. Yeah. Not too familiar, but I've heard the name. I'll have to look that up too. You give me good stuff, man. You really do. I really appreciate it. And you. Dale says I was trying to thinking of a way to set up a web party online. Ooh, because I just re-updated my Skype. So I mean, if it's not Skype, then we could do like a Facebook video online thing. That would be sweet. That would be cool, especially for all of us Group W benchers, right? Because I remember seeing like in the Dooley's website that we all post on. Well, you guys post on. I just try to comment or like or love stuff. Maybe we should do that. We'll set up like this, multi. I don't know how the hell we're gonna do it, but at least share a couple of beers with each other and shoot the shit just like we're sitting next to each other. That'd be pretty surreal. That'd be something else because I miss that. It's camaraderie, man. It's family. All the conversations we have. It's amazing. That's why I keep going back. I don't know about that. Dale says you're the king of positive, sir. Ooh. I've got to be the king of something. Mm-hmm. Even though from behind it looked like the queen. No disrespect. Thanks. I try to stay positive. I mean, you kind of have to, especially these recent days, right? There's got to be something good about it. Body's starting to heal, you know. It hurts, but for us not to be active, actually, Lisa brought up a good point earlier. She was saying, you know, maybe I'll just do some exercises or stretch or something. I'm going, we're going to need that. Because usually when I wake up, I'll try to stretch as much as I can while I'm laying down. And I cracked my back. You should have heard that. I went all the way up. I'm like, okay. So all in all, you know, Julie's house party. Yes. I don't know why he keeps doing that. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So you got to stay positive. You got to stay positive. It's amazing what the brain can do. It's amazing what it can go either way, you know. Yeah. But hopefully it goes in a positive plus sort of way. It's amazing what the brain can do. It can do all sorts of incredible things if you have a positive mindset. So that's why I've always believed in just trying to smile instead of like, because it'd be so easy to be negative about everything. You know, I don't like to do things the easy way. So, you know, and I want nothing but the very best for everybody that, you know, that I love and that love me. So, you know what I mean? And it's just an incredible thing. I just choose to point out, yeah, it's obvious and you don't really have to say it. I just choose to say it, you know, because I like to give love to a lot of people. And they show me a lot of love back, you know, so it's not empty, which is also a positive thing. So it snowballs in a positive sort of way. And that's why I try to stay optimistic. You know, is the glass half empty or half full? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm the opportunist. I drank it while you weren't looking, right? You just seize the moment, man. Carpe diem. Yeah, seize the carp. Not the magic carp. Because all they can do is splash.
Ty, I gotta talk to you after you're done.
Okay, well, we're almost done here anyway. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Let's see. Yeah, let's close this out, huh? Yeah. So cool for you guys to hang out with this, though. That's awesome. You're awesome. All right, let's go back here real quick. Where are we here? I lost my train of thought. Also, my spot. Dale says, yeah, man, think of a way, let me know. Yep. Just saw Sierra say something. Baby girl says, can just add people to calls. Yes. So, Julie's house party. We'll try to do something. Actually, maybe Potatoes is the right guy to be talking to. Yeah, we'll set something up. I mean, between me and Nick and yourself, I mean, I'm sure we can come up with something.
Well, you can at least do a few people at a time and go back and forth. 3
or 4, we can switch out, you know, and if there's a way to watch that while we're out of that'd be even better. I don't know if Google Hangouts are still a thing. I mean, you could add but that'd be too busy because you don't want to have everybody all talking at the same time because it'll cut out and all that stuff. I'm sure we'll figure it out. All right, we'll do it. I say we do it. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up, guys, but I'm trying to get to your comments. Hang on. I love you guys all so much. Thanks for hanging out. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. You helped me feel better, too. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Dave says, you are a man. You're always optimistic when I see you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You're really optimistic, too, man. You know, I love hanging out with you, sitting next to you, rubbing elbows, right? Dale says, you spread the karma around, dude. That's what I like about you. Oh, Dale, man. Thanks. You know, I do believe in karma. You know, I believe in that first. I am a Jesus man. So, you know, I'm not talking about religion. I'm just talking about beliefs, spirituality. Pay it forward. Definitely pay it forward. Huge fan of that. That's why, and it's not empty. It's not like I'm being fake. It's genuine. Like, I try to give as much love as I possibly can. Hey, look, it's Lisa's hand. Look at that. Let's see. Blind says, seriously, I got to close this out, guys. Blind says, I love the Melvins. They're actually the band invented grunge. It's weird how they are not very famous, but they have like 20 albums. That's amazing. I've heard the name. I don't remember hearing any that I'm sure I have somewhere down the line. I listen to so much music. Or the older term sludge. Yeah. I haven't heard that said in a long time. Baby girl says, nice talking to you, Ty. Love you to bits. I love you more. Oh, that again, that could take all night. I love you too. Well, you guys take care of yourselves. I'm going to wrap this up because it sounds like Lisa has something important to tell me. I'm kind of bracing myself at the same time. Thanks for hanging out. Always, paying attention and just saying hi. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. And I appreciate that, we can all do this and it's awesome. It's all positive. So you guys all take care. I'm going to try to be back live maybe in a couple days, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe I'll do something later. I don't know yet. So yeah, I am needed in the background. So that's the way she's going to go. I love you guys very much. You take care too, Dale, man. That's so cool that you were here. And Mikey and Sally and baby girl and blind Kev, Flav for a second. I love you. I love you all. I really do. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay safe, stay the fuck home until all this is said and done. I don't know when that's going to be, but hopefully soon. You got to be optimistic, man. Keep your fingers crossed, right? And Brandon back there, by the way, you're awesome, man. You're just awesome. You're awesome. Take care of my baby girl for me, and take care of that wrist. Hopefully that's healing up okay. We'll all be together soon, man. We'll all get together eventually when we're allowed to, right? Just be smart. Just be smart. That's all I'm going to say. Stay healthy. I love you guys. I am out of here for now, but I will not be too long when I come back. But Dooley's house party, let's work on that. We got to do that. And baby girl, if you want to be part of that, absolutely, because you're going to meet some pretty fucking cool characters. All right, family, I am out. You guys do what you guys do. Just try not to go too stir crazy, all right? We'll try to do the same. So, everybody's favorite good guy, Ty. I love you. I love you. Superman. Out. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.